Welcome back, bookworms. Today, we are diving into a delightful picture book titled Piggybook by the one and only Anthony Browne. This charming story explores themes of family, responsibility, and appreciating what we have. So, buckle up and get ready to oink along. Key points. Times. Point 1. Mrs. Piggot, the backbone of the family, juggles housework, cooking, and her job. Times. Point 2. Mr. Piggot and the boys take her contributions for granted. Times. Point 3. When Mrs. Piggot disappears, leaving only a note, chaos ensues. Times. Point 4. The Piggot family struggles to manage without her. Times. Point 5. Through trial and error, they learn to cook, clean, and take care of themselves. Times. Point 6. Mrs. Pigot's return prompts a heartwarming realization about the importance of teamwork. The disappearing act. The story opens with a glimpse into the Piggot household's routine. Mrs. Piggot, a tireless pig, takes care of everything: breakfast, chores, and even her job. Mr. Piggot and their sons return home each day to a clean house and a hot meal, rarely acknowledging the effort behind it. One evening, everything changes. Mrs. Piggot is nowhere to be found. On the mantelpiece sits a single, ominous envelope. Inside, a note simply reads, "Gone. Look after yourselves. Love, Mum." Mr. Piggot in charge, disaster strikes. Mr. Piggot, initially grumpy and clueless, is now faced with the responsibility of running the household. Their first attempt at dinner is a comical disaster: burnt sausages, undercooked vegetables, and a general sense of mayhem. Breakfast the next day is no better. The Pigots quickly realize how much they depend on Mrs. Piggot. Learning to live on their own, days turn into weeks, and the Piggot household descends into disarray. Dishes pile up, laundry overflows, and the pantry becomes a wasteland. Their attempts at cooking become more desperate, with questionable concoctions that would make even the pickiest pig turn up their snout. The importance of teamwork. Just when hope seems lost, Mrs. Piggot walks back in. The Piggot boys are overjoyed, but Mr. Pigot's initial relief quickly turns into a plea for her to resume her old role. However, Mrs. Piggot has a surprise. She smiles and announces, "We'll all do it together." A new chapter for the Piggot family. The story takes a delightful turn as Mrs. Piggot teaches them all the skills she once took care of alone. They learn to cook, clean, and work together as a team. The once chaotic kitchen becomes a place of laughter and collaboration. The lesson we can all sniff out. Piggybook is a heartwarming tale that reminds us of the importance of appreciating those who take care of us. It subtly highlights the often invisible work that goes into maintaining a household. Through humor and endearing characters, Browne teaches us valuable lessons about teamwork, responsibility, and sharing the load. So, the next time you sit down to a delicious meal or find your clothes magically cleaned, take a moment to appreciate the effort behind it. Piggybook is a charming reminder that a happy family is a team that works together. That's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this fantastic exploration of Piggybook. Until next time, keep on reading. Thanks for joining me on this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for more such type content.